we had a big upset in the marketplace.
Mm.
People lost a lot of money in leverage trading recently. Some committed some personal harm to themselves. Some, quit and just went off into sunset. But either way, people were definitely hurt by this offset. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened there? Why they lost all their money in that instance?
Well, I mean, that's the reason why trading has such sometimes a bad rap,
Mm-hmm.
because people think it's super risky, but it's actually not if you do it professionally.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem, because these people who lose everything, usually these are not real traders. These are, I would consider, market participants. They don't have real skill, because the market is accessible to everyone, right? It just takes 60 minutes to open up a brokerage account, and then you use your Visa card and you deposit some money and you can play some trades, but you don't have any kind of skill. You don't have any kind of experience, but then you basically can bet all your money. It's like going to the casino for these people.
100%.
And that's the big problem when it comes to the financial market. So people think, oh, trading is risky, but actually, if you do it professionally, like a skilled trader, it's actually, I would always say it's less risky than any other business, because you can always determine what you want to risk. You can tell Fresh, hey, on this particular trade on cryptocurrency, whatever it is, I want to risk $1,000, $10,000, $500, $50. You determine your risk tolerance. You determine your risk, and that's the maximum you can then actually lose. But these people, they bet like the house on it, and then when it goes south, they lose everything.
Like
And
their
that's
whole
why
paycheck, basically.
and then they lose everything. That's a problem, right?
Yeah. So people watching want to be pros. They want to make money this year. Of course, the year is almost finished, but they want to capitalize on what's happening with the marketplace. Now, obviously speaking, from your background, how'd you get into trading, and how'd you become the #1 record holder for FTML?
Well, I have a normal, I'm a normal dude. I have a normal university degree. I also studied a little bit in Santa Barbara at the UCSB. Like an exchange program back in the days. And after my studies, I immediately moved to Dubai, and I got a corporate job in the automotive business at Audi Volkswagen Middle East. So the car brand, I was working in the car sector.
Car industry.
Car industry, so to speak.
Do you prefer Dubai or Miami?
Sorry?
Do you prefer Dubai or Miami? What do you prefer?
It's an interesting question. It's so similar. It's so similar. It's almost the same. Basically, it's almost the same. I would say right now I prefer Dubai. It feels just a little bit more safe.
It is safer. I'll say this though, Miami does have its good points, because the culture here, the food. Dubai is luxury, but not too much culture that's beyond, the Arabic world, I would say.
Well, you have a lot of nationalities living in Dubai as well.
True.
I mean, it's only in Dubai. It's like it's only in Dubai. It's like 10% locals. Everything else is like expats. Like you have like more than
British people. Yeah.
a lot of British people, Germans, like all nationalities. Like you have more than 190 nationalities living in Dubai, like, and peacefully, safely, right? Because it's like a place to do business, and everybody is like wants to do business and do well in Dubai. That's why it's a great place.
I saw a girl recently get arrested for having, she was at a party apparently, and there was
I saw the news
white
as well.
stuff there.
I saw the news as well.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
These news pop up randomly. I'm not sure if this is like orchestrated or if this like
if it's true or not.
So I would not put, like, I really don't know, but I see these news as well, but I've never experienced something like that, obviously.
Gotcha. All right, so back to Dubai. You go over there, you get a job in industry, automotive industry. What happened after that?
And then I just had a corporate job, and pretty quickly after a couple of years, I realized that the corporate world is not for me, that I don't want to be like, for the rest of my life, a slave of my desk, and like have this 9 to 5 grind and have a supervisor above me, and doing like every day the same stuff.
Yeah.
So then I realized, well, the corporate world is not for me, so I should better do like my own stuff, right? Become my own boss, become an entrepreneur, CEO of my own life, right? So, but seriously, I was like, but I never knew what I wanted to do with my life. I just knew that at some point in time, the corporate world is not for me. So I stumbled on trading.
Yeah.
And it sounded interesting that you can make money online, basically from home, and become not only financially independent, but also time-wise independent. And this was at this time more important for me, because I was literally working like not 9 to 5, but 7 to midnight. I had no time for myself. So the time freedom that trading can potentially provide was more valuable for me at this time than the financial freedom, because I always had like with my corporate job in Dubai is also tax free. I always made decent amount of money, so money was not
tax free is the best part, because here in America, we're taxed very heavily. You can get ways around it with real estate, buying some heavy cars over 6,000 pounds, but technically speaking, it's still a lot of money you gotta fork up for taxes. But Dubai is pretty good.
It's pretty good, exactly. So I always had like a decent amount of money, but the money that I made, then basically I invested in my trading education. So I found some guys in the US, some former old school floor traders from Chicago Mercantile Exchange and New York Stock Exchange, and I got some training from them.
Did you pay them for mentorship?
Yeah, 100% for one-to-one hardcore mentorship.
Okay, total amount of money you spend on mentorship, like total
$50,000 plus $50,000, and this was inflation unadjusted. This was back in the days, right? So I took all my savings basically that I had, and I was investing in my own education. It was trading.
What year was that?
So I quit my job 11 years ago. This was like 13 years ago or so. Yeah.
Because I know a couple of traders myself that got into the game, and some worked at Target, some worked at Home Depot, and they put everything into their career for mentorship, and they blew it from there. But it took a lot of time though.
It takes time. It still takes time. But you're like in the right path immediately. Right.
Because I can only imagine, as someone that's new to the industry, I'll make many mistakes. So my money will be going down, and I feel like at that point, how do you minimize taking losses, you would say?
I mean, even back in the days, the trading world was completely different. There was no YouTube. There was no anything online. There were like a couple of books. And if you really wanted to get some real training on trading, then you needed like some personal mentorship. So these days I would consider there was much less noise. So I'm glad that I started a long time ago. There was less noise, so I really could focus. These days it's like crazy, right? On YouTube, and if you just type in how to learn trading, I mean, it's information overload, like how to find the real thing. It's really hard.
The problem that I see now is that I can type into YouTube, Google, and there's so many traders, I don't know who to trust.
And and what do you think? Where does this come from? Why do you think there's so many? Do you have any idea what would you think?
Because people want to make money?
Well, the problem is that in trading, so trading is a real profession. So we have to establish that trading is a profession like any other profession in the world. Yeah. Like becoming a doctor, lawyer, engineer, pilot. It's a profession. So, but when it comes to trading, it's almost the only profession where there's no accreditation system. There's no certification system. Everybody fresh, you can go now out and, you can make a YouTube channel about trading, and, you can sound very articulate, and, you can...
I'm a trader, guys. Show my program.
You can sell yourself very well, and then people, know even less than you, and they're like, wow, this guy sounds smart, so let's buy his program. And that's the problem in trading, because there's really no accreditation system. If you are like a certified pilot or doctor, then you are one, right? You went through university, and you have certificates and all this kind of stuff. When it comes to trading, everybody can call themselves a trader, and this is a big problem in the space, and that's why people taking advantage of that, and that's why it's so hard to find